I really need to get something out of those first 5 minutes of just silence. Hi, I'm back during the day again. New schedule and all that. It's nerve wracking, but yeah, no, I really need to get something for those 5 seconds. At one point in time, I was messing with an online piano to see if I could try and make something. I think I might just end up making, or just finding like some like sounds like crickets and owls and birds and blah. But regardless, the middle of the day. I think this was the schedule said because then tomorrow is 8. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be playing Disgaea. Bleh. Yeah. So there's really no point for the most part to beat around the bush. I don't got no big important announcements. So yeah, Disgaea should be hitting at a good point. I'm a big fan of the Disgaea games. Before we get into this at all,
King Krijevskoy, the mighty ruler of the Netherworld.
VA.
His long reign came to an abrupt end as the news of his death spread throughout the Dark Land.
I started. Well, yeah, I'll go.
Ambitious demons rose one after another to seize the opportunity.
Just
And thus began the age of turbulence and anarchy. 2 years later,
I never really played the first Disgaea game. I really cut my teeth on Disgaea 3, I think, and then played 5? Probably 5 or 6. I can't remember. But like, I'm a big fan of Disgaea games in general. They're just a mess of things.
Prince, wake up!
And the best point is that they're a majority of just fully VA, fully voiced.
This brat just won't wake up.
Yeah, they're known for their.
Well, if that's the case, there's only one thing left to do.
What fool dares awaken me, the great Laharl?
Oh,
Prince, I'm glad you're still alive.
Lahara really does have just like
I was
stereotypical.
just taking a nap.
I say stereotypical, but really for Disgaea in general, they really love going over the top with the character designs.
Anyways, why are all those weapons behind you?
And 5 actually for the main character was.
Well, I was having a hard time waking you up.
Are you sure you weren't trying to kill me instead?
No! I mean, yes. I just wanted to wake you up.
Whatever. So, what is it? You better have a...
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do they not
Big
have
news.
full
Your
cut
father,
sprites?
King Krijevskoy, has died.
He what? When?
Oh no, wait! Killing her father was
2 years ago.
the plot in 3.
Wait a second. So, you're telling me that I've been sleeping for over 2 years?
Yep.
If only, man.
Yup. Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
Excuse me, but what do you think I've been doing all this time? The Netherworld has gone to hell while you were sleeping.
So,
It's not my fault if
so
some other
again, the
demon
reason
steals
why
the
I ever
title of
got
Overlord.
into
What?
the entire
Have they
reason
forgotten
getting
whose
into
title they're trying to
Disgaea,
steal?
it really does root back and rub back around to what I was talking
How
about
bold of
a
them.
while ago about how
Show
I got
no mercy.
by my I got influenced by my
Your
uncle in
humble
terms of like
vessel
what they
that
play
now
and
will
everything.
accompany you.
Because he played 3 and I saw it and he was really trying to break the game
Episode 1.
with
Prince of the Netherworld.
basically abilities put onto weapons and things like that at a more, and I just became really entranced. Is that the right word? Oh wait, I can't jump it. Entranced by it, and I was curious, so I picked it up, and I really did fall in love with it. I don't think, again, it's never, I never finished it. It's just one of those. There's a really bad habit of getting really into a game and then just never actually finishing it. Do. And Disgaea is a big one like that. It's specifically because there's a thing that Disgaea games have that make me get absorbed in it to the point where I forget to actually finish it. I've played. Oh wait, no, I have finished 5. I've never finished 3. Where eventually they will unlock this thing called the item character, and I get so absorbed into playing that I don't really know about item shop things like that. Do I just need to talk to you? Let's see. Yep. Our selection is constantly changing. I don't care. Let's see what we got. Not that it really matters. I'm going to be making a character in a bit, but at the very least I can see about weapons. Alright, never mind. I actually did that. Boop. It's... Oh man, dude, this game is just a mess of, like, really high flaunting numbers. There was one point in time... Status. There was one point in time where I was talking with West about it. We were talking about how... about how... So I was thinking about making a disguise system. Oh, excuse me. But it was the entire point of the system was in what made me stop was with Disgaea. They get into very large numbers fairly constantly.
Now then, time for a little warm up.
Prince, we've got company.
Stray demons.
Allow you may be a little out. Don't worry. Come on. Get your butts out here.
Disgaea has an issue with really big numbers, and it's hard to transfer that into
Prince, what do you
a
think? They're
good
my
tabletop
loyal
system.
servants.
Are you sure about that?
I love grenades. So it's really hard to transfer that into a tabletop setting. We're in that, like, really...
See?
Does it make sense to beat up your allies before? Anyways,
Yeah,
I think we've made those demons wait.
I think I might just end up skipping.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, that's to show my appreciation.
Oh, you're so kind.
Stop that! That word gives me goosebumps. Damn it! I take it back.
Heck,
I'm gonna beat
beat them all the
way
way to death.
He's still a kid, and looks like carrying out my plan will be. Oh, nothing at all.
But, boop. Okay, so it's taking control for me. But yeah, because of the big numbers, it's hard to transfer that into a proper... Okay, I'll just put my controller down. Into a proper tabletop system wherein... Well, I guess if you use, like, some... But I really want to make certain that everything was proper before I slept. It was like I was also working on a... team attacks. But, can't play now. I was working on a Tales of system. Right, speed should allow me to... And I still have the notes on my computer. I just need to work on actually getting those sorted out. It's fun. It's interesting. It's really because it's a thing that I've been wanting to try to make for forever, but I keep getting distracted by one thing. It falls back to, you know, what I was talking about forever ago about White Rabbit syndrome, and I was actually talking about White Rabbit syndrome again to some other people finally. But yeah, it's really bad where I have these things in my head of like, why do I do it? And I actually try to accomplish, but then I get to it and I just either lose interest or I start working on it, and then halfway through I change over to different. Like on my computer, I have oh jeez, I have the Tales of system that I'm working on. I have the I actually don't have the Disgaea system. I have your time. I need to find a good placement for my finger because that is really bothering me. Who are you attacking? Hi, how's it going? Execute license, where's that? I have that, the Tales of system on my computer. I have the a setting that I was working on my computer. I have a half-finished setting as well. It's just, yeah, the printies. It's gonna be really fun, as I think this tutorial teaches me about throwing. Yeah, lifting and throwing. And they're just gonna be playing it for me again. But yeah, printies are fucking hilarious. I'm not certain how much attention they actually get in this setting. But we'll get to that. I actually have a friend who's really into printies. What was I talking about before I got sidetracked? Right, the fact that I have a really bad habit with white rabbiting and everything like that. Dude! If you throw an enemy at an enemy, hit the other fuse. Character will take the damage, yep. Let's move you here. Should be good there. Let's get out Bossa Nova. Let's go ahead and lift up Bossa Nova, and let's throw Bossa Nova. Do. Come on, Reno. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I've been slowly trying to actually work on paying attention while I'm going. It's hard to do. How I actually even have a for those that fucking, and by that I mean no one, because I don't know streams. I even have a Persona system / campaign that I was actually working on forever ago that I just never got. This was a mistake. Let's get out Fabriza. Let's go ahead and attack you. So it's just, I have a lot of projects working on, and I just get distracted, forget to actually finish them. which isn't an issue in the long run. It's just something that I really need to get better at. Because as it is right now, it's just going to eventually, I'm going to have a ton of projects and things piled up on top of me. Ball? No, I don't remember the ball. Wait. So, oh, yeah, that thing. Okay. Yep, Otherworld Hospital. Treated. Thank you very much. And like I said, for the most part, it's all good. Because I do remember them, and I do try to come back to them. And if anything gets too complex, I end up canceling it out. So this is GeoFX, GeoPanels, where things can basically change, and you get like different bonuses for stuff. I know I got this. It's just we're still in the tutorial phase. It's basically all it is right now. It's easy enough to actually do. And this is, again, just them doing the it's because you weren't here for the beginning. I've had history with Disgaea. It's just I haven't played in forever. So yeah, it's just I need to get back and I need to work on these things. Okay. It's again, I'm just talking about things. So let's see here. HL plus 50 to yellow. France. So the order of events is if I turn all the red blue like that, it goes in a weird order. I keep them slightly in my head. Let's go and send out the printies. I keep them slightly in my head for the most. Okay. That's right. So I have to send out that. It's going to hurt. I, for the most part, do keep them in my head, but then I also throw them onto my computer whenever I just sort of like. Let's execute that. This looks like. Let's get out. Roll. This is going to really hurt. For the most part, looks I keep them in my head. I just get easily distracted. It's not that I have it's not that I lose track of them, right? It's not like oh, you know, I have 50 things to do and blah 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 blah. It's more like I start working on it, I hit a point, and I just don't want to work on it anymore. It's, you know, like I was talking about with Quest, well, it's what is I just get distracted from one thing to another, and whenever I go back to work on it, I realize I don't really care about it as much as I thought I did. And yes, great characters, perfect. Uh, who has the most mana? You have the most mana. Let's create a new character. It's not burnout. Again, it's really not. It's just that I start working on a project and then I realize I dislike this project comparatively to the other project I could make. Let's make them incompetence. Random. Got 1 point. Let's bump up your SP. Now you're out of mana. Right. Like, that's really all it is. It's just at the end of the day, I work on something, I put a lot of effort, etc. into it, and then, like, mid me making that, mid me still having the heckin' passion for it all, I get distracted. And I go, ooh, actually, you know what would be really fun? This system. Oh my god, what is your aptitude? Oh no, yeah, you have an S rank with. Okay. It's a thing that a lot of, in a way, DMs also have. Because I know that West has it. I know that another friend of ours, Grim, has it. I think it's just hell, I know that Frey has it. It's just a thing that a lot of people, a lot of DMs I've noticed have a tendency where they'll start working on a project. Writers, as someone who also writes things, it's also another issue that I have. Definitely, I'll slaughter the master of the castle with the first step to becoming overlord. It's an issue we have. Frey talks about it constantly, about how he has this really bad habit with white rabbiting. Okay, so that needs to get destroyed. Is there... Let's see. That needs to get destroyed. So... if... So I'll change that to yellow. And then if I slap that on there, I should get... Let's see. Let's see if this works as it's intended. Geo has always been one of those things that have constantly up with my how I perceive they should work. Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of ways to go about it that works for some people. The list works. Some people are able to get by with just like sitting down and forcing themselves to do this. Diagonal, peel, should get you experience, don't hurt. It's different for everyone else. I've never been able to find one that like I can look at confidently say, ah yes, this has. Yeah, there's never been anything that I've looked at. I've been confident. Oh yeah, you know this will work for me in the game. It would be nice if there was, but I just haven't gotten it. It does. The issue for me, or how I've got to the problem of or how I got into the issue of having too many things going on at once is because I have just so much free time. So I try to fill that up with projects and things. But because of that, because of the projects and the free time that doesn't ever seem to go away, I end up adding more and more projects to the point where what was once free time is gone, and then I miss that free time, and then I come back to it, and it's just a bit of a cycle. It's perfect, but that's not why I have here. Up here, just so I can have Lancelot come up here. And would you please my heal? Execute that. Since that should have given me some experience, right? Yeah, they gave me some experience. Okay. Take you. It's so I'm working. And yeah, like not every project needs me. That is correct. But if it's something that, like for example, the oh gosh. Yeah, it's that Persona project that I was working on, that was a project that at the time I actually had players kind of who were interested, so they signed up for it, but then things happened and that project never came to be. Granted, it was both a combination of White Rabbit syndrome and another part, I got really sick with COVID, and so by the time I was, you know, ready to get it all started up, I was talking with people about the setting and etc. Because I ended up just swapping over to using a pre-made system instead of one that I was just making from scratch. But by the time it got for me to run it, I was just burnt out. Like that was legitimate burnout. Because I was sick for a while. And so by the time I could actually work on it, it just, I didn't have the energy for it anymore. As much as I would have liked to. You're gonna kill it. High counter rate. It'd be nice. It'd be really fun to go back to the trying to get the Persona system up and running. Because I remember, like, I still have the notes for that campaign on my computer. Can I go to the item world yet? Can I go to the item world yet? I ain't going to the item world back yet. Okay, no. The item world is going to be a thing for later. So, to talk about, by the way, because I've been debating about this for a while. I think what I'm going to be doing is 2 days of the week I'm going to be playing Disgaea. One where I actually advance the story playthrough, and one where I spend an hour or two going through the item world and actually leveling characters. Because I have a really, really bad habit of just getting absorbed into that and not actually playing the game. So this way I'll be able to do both. I think that would be ideal comparatively to everything else. That's right. So, I said I do actually probably buy better weapons for Etna because she's not doing jack shittily. Let's see. Let's go with an Iron Lance. But yeah, it's. I think about it. I think about these games constantly. and I go back and like, I should have worked on them. Actually, no, wait, there's a better way to do that. Do humanoids first, because I use humanoids more. Oh, and as I think about it, as I try to remember the things that I've started but then never finished, I actually had.
Wow, this is a pretty nice place. Oh, that vase would sell for a lot.
Fool, that makes us petty thieves. I can't disgrace the name of the Overlord. I have to be impartial and
Impartial and...
plunder everything.
Ooh, that's our prince. You're so ruthless.
Hey
Much as
there,
I-
you atrocious fiend!
Oh, ooh, ah, jeez. Printing is you guys were not good in the first game. I miss what you sounded like in 3 and 5. Whoa, dude. All right, dude.
You cold-blooded monster.
A demon among demons! Quit complimenting me so much. It's embarrassing.
As much
Now
as I
listen up. I want
love
pillage and plunder anything and everything and
Disgaea as a thing, this first game really shows issues of games at the time. And I was talking about it with gosh, some of the other games, but really it's really bad in this with voice acting. I really do wish that the voice acting was a little bit but a lot of like the older games like this, the voice acting wasn't really the thing. Like voice acting was present, and sorry, there goes my original plan of having to charge up and doing all this. So voice acting back then, or in the older games, aren't good. I'm willing to admit that. I wish they were better, but they weren't. And so you get like some really memeable moments in this. It's going to charge you for students. So you're getting defense plus 50 and attack plus 1. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is view here. Are you over there? That way then you'll have that. Lancelot here. That was probably a mistake to throw him so forward. But we'll see how it goes. No, that's fine. No. Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, it's not that it's a bad VA in the sense of like memorable moments. It's the best way I can describe it is you have it's the early skill sets of a domain or time, right? Like it's going to be a thing that it reminds you, and you look back on it and go, oh right, yeah, I forgot that VA work at this time wasn't amazing. VA work at this time was kind of a mess. And I enjoy how much of a mess old VA work is. Because, oh boy, is it a mess at times. There's obviously moments that a lot of people, especially anime fans, can remember, and even in a way, I think, evolved out into the... No, I know you weren't saying I was wrong. I was just saying, let me explain what I was saying here. Yeah, it's like, for example, one thing that like really I think got into the general scope of things, which was, you know, originally an anime. Haha, look at this bad VA work, and then sort of evolved from there. Was the you know, people die when they're killed, you know, stuff like that. Granted, that's not bad VA work. No, that was just a bad dubbing. Man, I actually can't think of any, like, really bad VA work on anime things. A lot of it was just, like, a lack of passion. Like, you could really tell that the people weren't in it because they thought this was going to be an actual career that they'd be able to get anything out of. Like, that's really what a lot of VA work is, now that I think about it. It's a lot of, like, flat line delivery. Like, for example, with Morrow here, or whatever his name is, I forget. Where it's very like, ha ha ha, I will be the Overlord. Like, where was it? I think it might have been actually in the new Velma show. They had some really bad VA work. And it's not like funny bad, it's just bad. Oh yeah, you're out of that. Okay, great. I figured that was going to come eventually. Because nowadays, like back here, back when, you know, this kind of stuff was still the industry for voice acting wasn't exactly as flush with the talent that it has. The VOA work that you got was just where, like, oh yeah, you know, I am acting. This is a quote-unquote job. I think that's how it was perceived. I could be mistaken, I'm probably mistaken. But nowadays, a lot of the... If you are assigned onto a big project that is being pushed by a big company, like, for example, Warner Bros. Who, because this has slowly evolved into me complaining about some of the newer VA work for Scooby-Doo, because it's bad. For Velma. But the newer VA work, because there is a talent and everything, it's a lot harder to get away with being, like, half-assing it, and then everyone going, oh no, it's fine, they're trying their best. Like, that's not how that's going to go. Hell, it makes me wonder, actually, how people even got into, actually, those jobs, those companies. Because the VA industry, the voice acting industry is so heckin' competitive nowadays. It's very choked in the sense of who's able to actually attend it and able to get the jobs that they do. Yeah, exactly. It's contacts and everything. Which is part of the reason why those that are actually able to get into the industry through just, like, talent and everything, it's very hard. It's hard for you to walk in and be like, hi, how's it going? I'm a new aspiring voice actor. Here's my clip. Like, it just... I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, my brain is going in fucking hyperdrive of trying to be like, think of something funny and blah. But it's very hard for people to come in and be like, this is my reel, this is what my range, you know, like, etc. When people have contacts that they develop within the industry, so it's hard to just go like, how's it going? It's networking. It's which is why it's a little bit harder to do. But it's an industry. It develops, it creates, and with it, you know, different people have different things. And now, why do I want to destroy you two? Recovery 40%, recover 40%. That's going to be recovery 80%? Oh yeah, no, those need to get removed. So that's there. Yeah. Alright, Laurel, you here. Attack that. Etna. Here, attack that. Let's go, Bossa Nova. Actually, wait. Get you like here, and let me get out. Lancelot, take you here. Lift Bossa Nova. Just be. Ooh, no, okay. So then Rena and the other one will come down there. Those and just be neat shields for the squishy cleric.
Here I come! Here!
That's a shame. But yeah, it's part of the reason why it's hard for new people in the industry, especially without like proper training. Like training is a really important thing if you're just trying to come in based off of pure skill. Like it's possible, people do it, but in order to actually get in there, you need to either A, have people looking at you, not just being like, oh, you know, where are the previous works and exist from there, because you get bias. But you need to have... Yeah, that's where I want you. Connections in it. It's difficult, is basically what I'm trying to say. Because things change comparatively to how it used to be. Back into the good old days. But granted, I think you could think of that in just about any kind of industry. It's not just voice acting. It's jobs. It's everything. Everything is paying attention to, well, you know, who do you know? Who was able to get you what you have? And that's not always the case, but it definitely helps. Exactly. But, and now VA work, now voice acting is actually perceived as an actual job, and that's good. That's great. I am ecstatic that it's actually perceived as a job, and that's a line of work that can go down. But because of that now, companies are, and not just companies, people in general are looking at it of trying to figure out, well, how do I get the best out of this? Because with it being a job, with it being perceived as work, you know, it comes with the different things as well. It comes with the now... I'm just done that. Just got rid of it. It comes with a lot more work and effort to get into it. Which is why it's no longer just like, oh yeah, I make goofy voices in my room, and I'm able to, haha, goof through that. You need training, you need everything else. It's the issue with like getting an actual job, right? I say that, like, VA work is an actual job. Where you now need references, you need prior work. In order to get that prior work, you need to get a job. In order to get that job, you need prior work, and it spirals and evolves and devolves. I mean, not evolves. Evolve would be better. Exactly. It becomes a lot more difficult for new people to come in. Which is why whenever you see companies and projects being like, oh yeah, you know, we're hiring not based off of prior work, but what your reel looks like, or not real, but like reading your thing. And that's why I'm really yeah, I forgot that you had these. Let's do this knuckle. Yeah, okay. Because those are the type of jobs and companies that you really want to be working or going after if you are new into the VA society. Exactly. And he found like some really interesting people. He found really good and talented individuals. But then you have to like, because of the project, you have to then look at, well, how many people can I really get from this? And that becomes, just a lesser. It's an issue. It's an issue with like any company, with layoffs and trying to figure out is the proper talent or the proper personnel that I should be having for this. There's always downsides. The bigger something is. Yeah, exactly. But with people being selective, you run into the issue of, they're assuming that it's one thing or another. It's really what I have an issue with that, right? It's a less of the fact that we have to be selective and more of the fact that there are people out there who assume. Yeah. But there are people out there who will just like assume the reason why I didn't get this is because, some sort of, maybe not necessarily outside bias, but definitely some level like, oh, they just didn't like my voice, or they must be waiting for like some big name actors or things like that. Because there are people out there who do there are people who assume that the reason why they didn't get something or anything like that is because, obviously I didn't get it because I'm not a big name. I'm etc. I this or that really could just be a simple thing. And everyone does it in a lot of different capacities. It's not just voice acting. It's yeah, alright, whatever. Sorry, you're going to get replaced whenever I start making new characters anyways. I'm sorry. It's just annoying. Adding with people biases and different perceptions of things, because you get that in just about any form of argument or any form of things existing. Hell, you get that even with, like, if you get into an argument with someone and they start stonewalling. I mean, that's what people sometimes do with job interviews. They sometimes just like put themselves down as references. 7, 3, and 7. Alright, little rule. I need to create a character. So I'm going to be creating a warrior. Average. Let's just edit. Elixir. Yeah, exactly. But it's. I want you to have high. Put 2 in there and then tier speed. Or you run into these issues where do equip, because we're on the ending of the here anyways. You run into these issues where people hit a hard wall, right? They hit a wall and they refuse to go any further, and they don't reevaluate why they're hitting that wall. They just assume that the other person is being difficult because they're being difficult. They refuse to do anything because they don't want to listen to. Or even worse, and the really annoying ones of, oh, you just assume that you're right and I'm wrong, and you just aren't listening to me. those are the times that I get worried, where people assume they are correct. Uh, it's why I try not to whenever I'm going off these big soapbox rants, like, this is why this exists, or that exists, or blah 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 blah. Whenever I hear someone go, well, actually, and then they talk about it, I look into it and I go, oh, okay, that's interesting. Because people can be wrong. We're all fucking wrong at one point in our life. I know I'm wrong constantly. Like, I despise people who constantly go, like, no, I'm right, end of story. Like, fuck off. No, you aren't. But I digress. I'm 4 minutes off from an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and save here, because I don't really want to go on too long today. Partially because I'm just sort of testing this new schedule. And my thumb looks really bad. It doesn't hurt, it just looks really bad, and I'm really worried about it. So I don't want to play something that requires an analog stick for too long. And I can get away with it whenever I'm playing games with my friends, because I can play with my face. But whenever I am, you know, in a stream wherein I need to talk and communicate, I think it's better if I don't use my face. But the issue with that, Ditto, is that's technically kind of it could work, but the issue with that is you're going to, like, they start looking at it as like, I see, it's just you and your friends and not actual work, because like what you're doing there isn't that's not really previous work. That's creating a portfolio. That's creating a wheel, a reel. You're not actually doing things. Like, yeah, they could be released and everything, but it's like with artists, it's still correct. It's still previous work. It's still portfolio, but what they're still looking for is like the big name stuff. The oh, I see you worked on this with these people and so on and so forth. If they start seeing the same names constantly, they're probably not going to be as interested. Um, ugh, I know, but that's what I mean. That doesn't change that they still want to look at the quality of it and who you worked with and etc etc etc. They still want to look at they want to see big names is what I'm trying to get at. In general, I haven't really looked into VA industry, the voice actor work industry in general. So I might be just talking out my ass. I might be horribly mistaken. I might be spreading misinformation. I don't know. Like, that's what I need to mention about all of these things is I don't know how it works. I don't know the specifics. I can talk about this until the cows come home, but without me being able to actually have proper experience and properly looking at things and being like, oh yeah, this is how this works, actually, etc. 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 I'm an idiot about it all. I'm a person sitting here being like, oh yeah, the sky is red, despite the fact that I've never seen the sky. It's just you need to do your own information about these things. Uh, at the end. But anyways, I digress. Uh, this was going to be a very short stream today. Anyways, I just wanted to play for a bit, to talk and stream, etc. I'm really worried about my thumb because it really does look like a corpse's thumbnail in a way, and I should probably see a doctor about it. But for now, I'm good. Uh, thanks everyone who came out, did all the stuff. It means a lot. It always mean a lot. I'll be back tomorrow at 8, and I'll be leveling up characters because I really want to because of how I played Disgaea. Um, and yeah, in general, that means a lot. I'm not going to do any singings or songs right now because I'm still in the middle of the ad campaign with HelloFresh and I don't want to risk things. So, yeah. Have a good day, good evening, good night, good time zone. Bye bye.